What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on the plugin called SonarHearing, and this is an ability for your players in maybe survival mode or maybe to a special group that you want to give this to, but it's an ability that your players can use while holding shift to focus and hear what mobs and players are around. So for this to work, your player has to be next to a solid block to hide and focus. They have to hold shift, and then with the certain radius that you define in the config, any nearby mobs will appear in a glowing effect. So it's really cool. You're going to download this plugin, download 2 other required plugins, drop it in your plugins folder, and then restart your server. And let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I've spawned in 3 pigs and then 1 zombie. So like I said, we have to go, okay, he's gonna die, but like I said, we have to stand to any solid object, so like a wall, and then let me go ahead and there we go, and then we just hold shift. So we are now focusing in, and it appears to be that the other mobs are too far out of range, so that's why they're not showing up. But as you guys can see, really cool, the pig is outlined in green, so he is showing up. And if we unclick shift, there we go. So really good tactic for PvP. It makes your server a lot more interesting. And yeah, so there we go. Now both of them are in my range. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the config. Alright, so in the config, you guys can change the certain effects that were displayed when we held shift. There was a red alert and a heartbeat that was going off. So that just adds for the kind of realistic effect, I guess. And here's where you can change the color for tamed mobs. So they appear in blue, and then the delay, and then if you want to freeze players when they're using the sonar ability. So that's completely up to you. And then in the disable players.yml, you can include a list of players that you want to disable to not appear when someone else is using the ability. And then here we go, we have the entities. I forgot to mention that this also works for items and blocks. So items and blocks can also appear with the sonar ability in a certain color. You guys can change the color, you can change the radius of all of it, and obviously enable it if you want. So there's a plenty amount of things that you can change, which is really awesome. And then by default, another player appears in white. So like I said, guys, pretty awesome. Okay, and then blocklist.yml, that's pretty much blocks that you don't want your players to stand near to activate the ability. So like we have to sneak behind walls, solid objects, and these are not considered solid objects. So if your players were to shift near these blocks, their ability would not work. So that's kind of self-explanatory. Like I said, the point is to hide so it doesn't work behind glass, even though it is a solid, but that's up to you. You can change it if you want. Alright, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this plugin tutorial. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.